Good evening. Welcome to the Fort Valley Boy Podcast. I'm your host, moderator, Fabian Vicks. I have my guy, Michael Atwater, with me in just a second, and everybody else will pop up like they usually do when they do. In today's episode, we got a lot of information. We're going to be talking about James Franklin. We're going to argue about James Franklin. We're going to argue about college football, Tua, Tonga Valoa, Stitching, Stay Stitching, and NFL's true or false. Coming up with you today on the Fort Valley Boys Fort Valley Boys show, excuse me. We're going live right now.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, boys, yeah. Hold on, we them boys. Hold on, we them boys.
Like I said before, this is the Fort Valley Boys podcast. I have my guy Michael Andre Atwater with us. Mike, what it do?
What it business is, cuz? On fall break, chilling.
Yeah, y'all got that fall break. We done had ours already in September when it was still summer.
Yep, good little time for fall break.
They just need to go to Monday through Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Should go Monday through Thursday or Tuesday to Friday.
Yep.
Made that
Without a
that
month out
asynchronous.
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we got almost 9 weeks for the next break.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
I know the next week for us, our last fall break, for me, fall break was in September.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
it's a whole semester for you. I got you.
And we had a teacher work day last week. Problem was, though, still had to come to work. Let me go ahead and I got to redo this dang graphic because I don't know, it's just me and you on here. Oh, this might work. Let's edit this right quick. Make this a 2 wide. There we go. Slide that in there. But we want to thank those that do watch the show consistently. That stick with us through thick or thin. Now, as you can see, we kind of look like PTI a little bit. We look like PTI a little bit, but you know, hey.
I think the first thing was NBA. Wasn't that first?
Yeah, that was first. I didn't put it on because I know how long we're gonna be on it, but we could go ahead and do that one while we wait for everybody else to get on here. Let's go. Let's go ahead and let's. Oh, I don't took you off by accident. Hold on, Mike. There we go. Yeah, your NBA top 20 players. Go ahead, take it away, Mike.
All right. So it's done crept in here on us, man. We got the NBA season kicking off next Tuesday night. For the sports fan, you're gonna see some new stuff with NBA this year. NBA is on NBC. It's on Peacock. I think it's gonna be on Prime Video.
Prime. Yeah.
So you're gonna see some new stuff with the NBA this year. You're gonna see some games. It's gonna be played. I think NBA on NBC or Peacock are doing like 11 o'clock games on Tuesday or Wednesday night. There's gonna be some new things on the NBA. I think Ernie and Chuck and Kenny and Shaq will be on ESPN this year. Now, is Ernie coming or Ernie not coming?
No, all of them coming. Ernie are coming.
So they will be on ESPN this year. So it's gonna be quite interesting with the NBA season. Just real quick, I ranked my NBA teams too in the top 10 teams I think going in the league. I got 10. I think Minnesota. Minnesota's still gonna be good with Ant Edwards and Julius Randle. Denver 9, Miami 8, Orlando 7, Clippers 6. I still got faith in the Clippers with Kawhi, Chris Paul back out there, James Harden, Zubac. I still got faith in them, man. Dallas at 5. Now Dallas, this is all depending on it's all depending on the development of Cooper Flag and when Kyrie Irving come back. But
It won't be till
Kyrie,
March at the earliest.
March.
He tore his ACL
that's
in
right.
March, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before he get back. He tore his ACL. We got 3 players on in this league, man, that 2 of them probably not gonna play, even though you got videos of Tatum dunking. You still got 3 players they're not gonna be back. I mean, I see it, but I don't. He tore his ACL. What was it, middle of last year?
March.
He tore it March of
Middle.
last year. So yeah, he gonna shoot the best. You may see him in January.
Hey, what you think about Hawks this year?
I don't think nobody Hawks. They're the Hawks, but on that voice you just heard, Ryan Big Straw Anderson, founder of Crazy Straws. Hawks, Quinn Snyder, the coach, right?
Never mind. Never mind. You finna go on let me go back. My bad, because he finna go off on coaches.
Who the coach? Quinn Snyder?
he ain't made it out second round. So what are you gonna do?
The last time Quinn Snyder was successful, in my opinion, what was the college he coached at?
Missouri.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
Hey, I got faith in the Hawks with Trae Young, Daniel, Ricochet. I think that's his name. Porzingis.
Ricochet, not Ricochet. Ricochet is a Denzel Washington movie.
I know.
And a wrestler. It's a wrestler named Ricochet too.
So I like the Hawks. But let me get to these top 20 players. These are the 20 best players in the league right now. Now, what you won't see on this list, you won't see Jason Tatum, because Jason Tatum out. You won't see Kyrie, Dame Lillard. You won't see them. So I'm starting my way from 20 on up. I didn't put Trae Young on this list because I don't think right now Trae Young is one of the 20 best players in the league. But I got Karl Anthony Towns at 20. Karl Anthony Towns, I think, averaged like 24, 25 a game last year. He was an all-star. So I got Cat 20, Jimmy Butler 19, Jaylen Brown. It's going to be a big load on Jaylen Brown this year. Jaylen Brown is going to have to carry the bucket of scoring load for the Celtics.
He'll have 5 turnovers a game, but go ahead.
He did what?
He'll average about 5 turnovers a game. Go ahead. He got no left hand.
He averaged 5 turnovers a game last year. You said he's going to do it this year.
He's going to do it this year. He don't have a left hand at all. Still don't have a left hand.
Good gracious of life, boy, my boy.
you must not watch them. You must not watch them in Game 6 against the Knicks when they lost by 40.
Hey Ryan, this dude gonna always find something, man. I don't care what it is. If you tell Fade that it's sunny outside, he gonna find a way and say it's gonna rain tomorrow. He'll find a way.
I'll give you proof of concept. The man proved he has no left hand.
And this man also proved to you he wasn't the best player in the league. Is that not true?
And when it comes down to the clutch and the crunch time, he wets the bed. But go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt. You at number 17? Number 17?
He's a champion, ain't he, Ryan?
He's a champion. He's a champion, but like you said,
Tatum in that final, wasn't
it? When you put it like you said, bro, it's gonna be one of them things where he gonna have to. It's a lot for he's a lot on his shoulders this year. It's a lot. He gonna have to make his money this year. This year, he gonna have to make every dime this year. I swear. All that money they paid him 2 years ago, he gonna have to make it, bro.
I got Jalen Williams from OKC. Got him 17. Banchero, I got him 16. Kawhi Leonard. When Kawhi Leonard plays, he's a dominant player. He's at 15.
Hold on right
14.
There. Over under 47.5 games for Kawhi this year. Over under.
Kawhi Leonard will play in 50+ games this year.
I say slightly under. I say he's gonna play in 49.
He'll play in 50 to 55 games this year. But top 20 players in the NBA, I got Kawhi 15. I got Anthony Davis 14. 13, Cade Cunningham, Detroit. 12, Donovan Mitchell of Cleveland. Now, I'm a little disappointed in Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs because they had the best record in the league last year, and I think they got put out in the first round. or the second. Well, no. Now they got put out second round. They swept Miami, and they got beat by Indiana. That's what it was. So Donovan Mitchell is still one of the top players in the league. So Donovan Mitchell coming in at 12. One of my favorite players in the league at 11, Devin Booker, representing Phoenix. At 10, he got to be, if he ain't the oldest, he got to be one of the oldest players in the league. LeBron James, yes, he's still one of the top 10 players in the league. I think LeBron averaged last year.
Despite this second decision, despite that,
I think LeBron last year averaged 25, 7, and 8, something like that. I'm just assuming, but he had another good year when he was healthy. But Father Time is catching up with LeBron. But LeBron at 10, Jalen Brunson, number 9 player coming in on the preseason, top 20 NBA player ranking. Number 8, greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry. At 7, arguably the greatest offensive player of all time, Kevin Durant. At 6, Victor Wembanyama or whatever his name is, 7 foot. They actually say he's ungrown to like 7'5" now. So
he was 7'5". He might be 7'7".
So he comes in at number 6. My top 5 players in the league. I got Luka 5, Giannis 4, Anthony Edwards 3, SGA 2, and the Joker 1. Let's evaluate. And
So-
top 20 players.
so let me
John Morant. John Morant is not in the top 20. It ain't too many guys I think can. That top 20 is hard to get somebody in that top 20. Honestly.
Let me introduce Horatio Major with us, who just popped in with us. One of the pillars of the show, Horatio Major with us now.
What's happening, fellas?
What's happening, Shot Major?
All right. All is well?
All is well, sir.
Okay, all right. Everybody recovered from homecoming?
Yeah.
No.
That's to recover from.
2 weeks ago.
All right, cool.
No ban.
But go ahead, Faith.
I just want to start with the Kawhi Leonard at 15. The last 3 seasons, last year he played 37 games. The season before, 68 games. The season before that, 52 games. The season before that, 0. But go ahead.
And when Kawhi plays, he productive.
That's the problem. Opposite word is when he plays.
And Kawhi, when everybody is healthy, Kawhi Leonard is one of the top 20 players in the NBA. If ain't no injuries to start the season, when you line that shit up, Kawhi Leonard is one of the top 20 players in the league. Hands down.
Kawhi Leonard has not played in the conference final since 2019.
There's a lot of people on here ain't played in the conference final.
But since if he's one of the best players, shouldn't he be carrying the team to the conference final, not to the hospital?
Hey, there's a lot of people on here ain't played in the conference final in a while. When the last time Steph Curry played in the conference final? What, 3-4 years?
Yeah, 3-4 years. But we talk about a dude that constantly hurt. Who
so
works?
We're gonna talk about cause what you do, you find something that they do wrong, or you pinpoint that. Kawhi Leonard, I tell you what, we'll let Ryan and Horatio come in on that. When he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the league, 20 best. I ain't say he no. I didn't say he was 1 or 2. I got him 15 when healthy.
So here's my pushback to that Kawhi Leonard, because I agree with Fave, maybe not to that extent, but let me try my example, right? So who on that list? How many people on that list is better than a healthy, rested LeBron James?
How many people on this list?
He got a few in front of him now. He got a few players in front of
I got
LeBron.
10.
Right. I know. Who on that list in front of LeBron that you would take over LeBron over a healthy, refreshed LeBron James? Same age, but a healthy, refreshed LeBron James. Who would you take over him on that list that's in front of him?
Everybody in front of him.
So you would take Jalen Brunson over a rested, fresh LeBron James.
You talking about LeBron James now?
Yeah, I said
Yes.
arrested, fresh LeBron James.
LeBron James is what, 42?
40 be
I heard
41.
that. I saw him when he came in the league just like you. My question is, who is better than a fresh, rested LeBron James? Who do you want in the game 7? You want Jalen Brunson or a fresh Jalen Brunson or a fresh LeBron James? That's my question.
Man, I'm taking all 9 of them dudes before I take LeBron right now.
In a game 7, Jalen Brunson
Man,
has
I
showed
just
you in a
said what I
game 7,
said.
he wets the bed.
I'm taking all these dudes.
Okay, all right. Hey, you entitled because I'm trying
talking
to
about
figure out.
now. You know, if we talking about a span of a career, you know, LeBron is
No,
one of the
no,
greatest. But we talking about today,
No, don't do the
LeBron
career.
at 41 years old. I'm taking
Yeah.
all these young cats before I take LeBron.
Okay, all right. I don't think Jalen Brunson is better than a fresh LeBron James. I don't. So I mean that's my argument for Kawhi. I think Kawhi is amazing, but I'm not putting nobody in the top 15 that on average plays half a season. Like your best credibility is your best ability is to be a reliable. Like
How many games did Kawhi played in last year, Fade?
37, I think.
37 games.
How much he averaged last year?
I want to say about 24. Let me make sure. Y'all keep talking. I'll find him. Y'all keep going. Don't wait on me.
What's your take, Ryan? Because I don't understand how Kawhi gets that high, and I'm a Kawhi fan. How he gets that high up, playing 37 games.
I don't know how. I'll be honest with you. He is below LeBron on this list that Michael put together. I will say this though. I will say unless he plays what we said about 49 games, the league is cracking down on these. You got to have more games to get awards now. And if you don't care about awards, then it's fine. But you know, I would take LeBron. I'll take LeBron over him. I would take LeBron over arrested LeBron James over Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I would take him. Kawhi is when he's on the court is amazing. When he's healthy and can play a stretch of games, he's amazing. We saw that when he won the championship with Toronto. But now, I don't know. I don't
He
know.
only played 60 games with that Toronto team too. Keep in mind, he only played 60 games.
He won
And
the
was that
championship
his
with them,
highest total? Is that
Yeah.
is that his
If they
highest
win the
total since
championship
then?
playing them 60 games.
Yeah, but that's my problem. He don't play games. That's what I'm saying. He don't play
Them
games.
days of everybody playing all the games, 82 games, bro. That stuff over, man. That's a wrap. Now, I know you need to be out there on the court and play over half the games of 50 or 60 games. But if you think every player gonna sit out there and play nowadays 82 games, them days over. It's over with.
Right.
Now he need to be more productive and be out there more. I agree with that. But if he played in 60 games,
I'll play more than half.
If he played in 60 games in Toronto and they won a championship, they didn't complain. I deal with it. I'll take that.
You know why they won the championship?
Because Kevin Durant got hurt. That's what you about to say next, right?
Yeah, they were going to get swept.
Okay. All right. Well, they did. They won the championship. Don't matter. Kawhi get big shots all playoff long. That's playoffs with Toronto. Hit a buzzer beater game 7 against Philadelphia. So at the end of the day, Kawhi, when healthy, he's one of the top 20 players in the league.
Okay, yeah, you're right. When healthy.
When healthy.
To me, LeBron James, if the criteria is not about is when healthy, if that's the criteria, then how is Jalen Brunson and Steph Curry in front of LeBron James? Because when healthy, they not better than LeBron James at 41.
That's rough, that ratio. That's tough.
I'm just saying, when healthy, you got when healthy, you got Joker, Giannis, LeBron.
Nah. You don't do SGA and Anthony Edwards like that now. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry, my fault. SGA, but shit, he ain't better. Ain't better.
Man. Come on now, let's keep it real now.
We'll see. The season gonna play out. Maybe this is one of them 60-game years for Kawhi. You know, maybe this is one of them 60-game years where he can do that, and maybe he can bring them closer to a championship. Not saying that they're gonna win it. Maybe he can bring them a little closer, give them a little more hype. But I don't see it where I don't see it right off just on paper right here. But maybe if he plays 60, I got him at under 49. I got him at under 49. So we'll see. We will see.
Now this list when we get to the end of the season, this list gonna definitely probably be changed. So
Okay.
but let's get into whatever's next.
It will be James Franklin. That's what will be next.
Damn.
Hey, look at your screen right there, Mike.
What is Ryan doing? I was doing Damn James from Good Time, Ryan.
Okay, so it wasn't on that song.
Go ahead, Fade. He just went with the band. The band just started playing.
Damn, James. Okay, man. I'm not. It's my fault.
Well, Ryan, you see the bottom of the screen, right?
Yep, I see it.
So, this Sunday, James Franklin got fired from Penn State University. Spent 12 years there as the head coach. Just for context, he was 4-21 against top 15 teams in his 12 years there. He won a singular Big Ten title. One. Just got song. One is the magic number. One. He has a $49.6 million buyout. It does have offset language in there if he does pick up another job. Before we get to who should take over Penn State, I'm gonna go around the horn, start with Ryan and Shot, then Mike. What should James Franklin do for the 26th football season?
I think be honest with you, he needs to be an analyst. He needs to be an analyst somewhere, whether it's Fox Sports or wherever. He needs to be an analyst. Take the year off. You got $49.5 million. Take the year off. Collect your thoughts. Take in all the offers for this year and take them in for summer next year in the summer. When in the summertime after college football, take them offers in, evaluate them, but take that year off. I don't want to see you coaching next year, James Franklin. If you see me, if you watch this show, I do not want to see you, James Franklin. You don't need this. Only way that you come back, James Franklin, if you get a highly Group of 5, Division 2 or Division 3 job that will help you scratch that itch. That's all I want to see. If you don't get that, James Franklin, I don't want to see you. I don't.
Man, you talking about Division 2 and Division 3? They just like going from eating steak to noodles. He ain't going.
I know. Well, he might need some ramen. He might need some ramen in his life, though, Mike. He might need some ramen in his life. Look, you went from you were a top 5 team, going into the season with a plethora of talent. Now, don't get it twisted. He had talent, but for whatever reason, could not motivate his team to do what they were supposed to do. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I was expecting James. Oh, it was Shot going?
Shot.
Yep.
Go ahead, Shot.
You asked, what was the question?
What should James Franklin do for next year?
Oh, I thought you asked who should the next coach be.
No, not yet. We ain't got that yet.
Oh, okay. What he should do next year?
Yep,
Nothing.
26, 27.
Like I thought the goal was to work till you make enough money and then you retire. So if somebody
Yes,
told me they gonna give me $58 million to go home, then I'm gonna do what they told me to do. I'm gonna go home.
Go home.
Me and my 52 or 50 whatever $1 million. Like you won't see. I mean, like he said, I may do some cameo appearances, but why? Why would I want to do that with $52 million? No, I mean, I know he got kids, right? Man, I'm at the kids' games. $52 million, I'm done coaching. I won.
Well, he got it. I saw that he has in his contract that he has to look for a job or something, either look for a job or get a job in TV or coaching, and whatever the difference is, that's what Penn State gonna pay him.
That's a
something
lie.
he got.
That ain't in your contract. How they gonna have it in your contract that you got to go look for a job?
Look it
What?
up.
It's in. I saw that same report today, shot. So shouts out, hey James Franklin, we need a college football analyst on the Fort Valley boys show. Look, come on in. We ain't gonna pay you nothing. You still get all $49.5 million.
As a matter of fact, James Franklin, you gonna pay us to be on our show.
Yeah, we letting you on here. We letting you on here. You pay us and you still recruit. Yeah, ain't nobody penalizing you, James Franklin. Fort Valley Show. Fort Valley Boys Show. YouTube and Facebook. Come get your stuff, baby.
James Franklin was fired because he lost to UCLA and Northwestern. That's what got him out.
Yep.
They can deal with him losing to Oregon by 6 in overtime, but losing to UCLA and Northwestern, they couldn't do it.
So let me ask you this. All right, we got 4 minutes on this topic. I'm gonna take it from you, Fade. Who gonna replace him? My pick. Now me and Mike been talking all week about this. My pick, take Urban Meyer.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
And the blondes.
And the blondes. Oh yeah, I say up it in the chat. All the blondes.
You can't hire Urban Meyer for that because of what they've been through at Penn State with the Paterno and Sandusky stuff. You can't hire him for that. They trying to say Kirk Cignetti or whatever. Indiana finna throw the book at him.
That's it. That's over. That is over. We can go back to that all we want to. That's over. Sandusky and Paterno, that's over. Let's get you a coach. You had Bill O'Brien before you had James Franklin. So why not just get you another coach?
I'm gonna throw a name
that's
out
over.
there.
Bill O'Brien is the one that had that bridge between them, right? But the bridge that softened the blow of all this. I'm touching little boys. You know what I'm saying? He softened that blow of that bad news coming out against Penn State and Joe Pa. Okay, now you need to get you another coach. It's 12. It's almost 15 years almost since that came out. Come on, man.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. I'm gonna throw a name that I think Penn State should look at, and that's Dan Mullen over at UNLV. They undefeated. Dan Mullen done coached at a power program before at Florida. Even though he wasn't successful, Dan Mullen still done been at one of those historical or big time programs. Dan Mullen would be a good one for Penn State, in my opinion.
I think first of all we need to confirm, and just to be sure, to see if Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. If he's alive, then I think he should be the leading candidate because Penn State was at its best and had people like that coaching. I mean, if you want to talk about glory days, back when they was putting their hands where they wasn't supposed to be, that's when they was at their best.
We're gonna get banned. We're gonna get banned off the air, dog.
All right. So what about some NFL coordinators? Then you got Arthur Smith, who's the former head coach of the Falcons, the offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh by Pittsburgh Steelers. But is he a candidate? You got a plethora of offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators that would be glad to take this job because they haven't
Todd
reached the
Monken.
head coach.
Todd Monken.
Why
Who?
y'all think somebody glad to take that job? Like, it ain't no budding talent in Pennsylvania. There's no abundance. There's no plethora of talent in Pennsylvania. And whatever
Why
talent
not?
is in this area, Ohio State and Michigan take that. Like, so let's go back to the draft last year. Who from the draft in the first round came from Penn State?
Tyler Warren went to the Indianapolis Colts.
True. Who else?
Tight end, right?
Yeah.
Right, tight end. Who else? Like, what NFL player recently has come from Penn State? I don't care what round. Just
Abdul
tell me.
Carter. Abdul
And
Carter.
Abdul Carter went number 3 shot. They had 2.
And I haven't heard his name in the league since. Where is he?
Yeah, he does.
So-
he played for the Giants. Yeah, we have heard his name.
I haven't heard his name.
The biggest claim to fame that James Franklin is going to have to Penn State from Penn State to the NFL is going to be Saquon Barkley. That's him. That's his biggest claim to fame from the NFL, from CFB to the NFL. That's his biggest claim to fame. He's got Abdul Carter and he's got Tyler Warren, but let's be for real about that.
Is Tyler Warren from PA?
I don't know where he's from, but when we talk about talent, high school talent, when it comes to states in the country, Pennsylvania is in the top 10 as far as talent. Exclude Texas, California, Florida, and Georgia.
Michael Parsons.
Pennsylvania may be.
Okay, you got me
6
on
or 7.
My Chris Godwin. Super Bowl champion Chris Godwin.
He's from Penn. What was that? 15 years ago?
The players since 2013 that went to Penn State that are notable: Allen Robinson, Michael Parsons, Saquon Barkley, Chris Godwin, Miles Sanders, Jahan Dotson, Mike Gesicki, Daquan Jones, and Jaquan Brisker. The last 3. Gesicki was a tight end. Daquan Jones, Jaquan Brisker. I never heard them, but yeah, Michael Parsons though. That's a big name. We kind of missed in the last 5 years because got traded in the offseason.
You got to get Michael Parsons. So if he coached Michael Parsons, then damn, that's saying something.
Before we go on to the next topic, let me do a quick opening shot. This one goes out to Stephen A. Smith. I tagged you on this post so you can see it. You're a punk ass motherfucker. I've said that a number of times, but you back in February talk about another man's wife, and then when that man come on your show, you know where to be found.
Ooh.
And you hemming and hawing and stuttering when the man call you out on your shit. We'll talk about it another time. No, he said, stay in your lane, bitch.
What do you say, Shot? What do you say, Fade? Say it one more time.
He
said what?
Stay in your lane, bitch.
Hey, so how does he get credit for coming on the show when you knew Stephen A. wasn't gonna be there? And trust me, I'm not no Stephen A. fan because I got pressure with that dude by coming out to Jasmine Crockett with that.
I'll get to that too.
But as far as him addressing, like, let's call this what it is. At the end of the day, your girl on national TV trolling her ex. Don't tell me you over that. Stephen A. ain't wrong. And then at the end of the day, at the end of another day, you a billionaire. You could have been pulled up on that man. You could have been pulled up on Stephen A. You talking about, I thought you was gonna be here. Your people could have been checked to see if that man was there. Stephen A. been on vacation for a whole week now.
They knew that man wasn't gonna be that Shot. They knew that man wasn't gonna be there. They knew he wasn't gonna be there.
So now, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the problem I had with this is you have a billionaire in LeBron James where he come up to you and you go on every damn sports show and crack and talk shit about LeBron, but you got a white billionaire clap back on you, and you him and hard.
Well, so and again, I hate even defending Stephen A. But LeBron stepped to that man. So that's totally different. LeBron stepped to that man and he said, we ain't got to talk about it here. This dude, this billionaire, this white dude, he was talking slick, but you on the TV, like what you talking slick on FaceTime. Like at the end of the day, I'm not finna get into it with you on national TV like that because you did catch Stephen A off guard. But don't act like you pulled up on the man and y'all put the man on the big screens that you pulled up. Like you a billionaire. You could have said, I come to the show next week when Stephen A there and talk to him. That man said something about your wife in February. You trying to talk slick in October? Stop playing.
I just find it.
Like,
I mean, when they book the guests, it's in advance, and like I said, if he, you could have, but Stephen A knew that man won't be there Thursday.
But you knew that man. You knew Stephen A wasn't gonna be there. Again,
I would have pulled up. Either way, I would have waited to pull up too. I would have waited, but I think if he waited, I think wait till got there. I think it'd knock Stephen A punk ass out. That's what I think.
And that man wasn't finna do nothing like that, man. If he was trying to do something like that, he'd have pulled up on that man in February. If you got that much pressure, you still got pressure from February?
Yeah.
Cause I don't give a damn what Stephen A said. You hit somebody, you run up on somebody black in February, all black people unite. It's February. So you better wait till March.
Good point, Shot.
That's how I feel about it.
That's a good shot. That's a good point, Shot. I agree with Atwater.
The only thing I can see that folks won't say Stephen A. Smith because he already 75% white.
But you really don't like that dude, do you, Faye? You really don't like that dude, I see.
I don't give a damn how much he say he do for HBCU. You go to the same HBCUs, or you got former NFL stars. You go to college. You went to Clark and Morehouse. You went to Savannah State. Go to the HBCU that do put work in. Come to Fort Valley, Central State,
Savannah State. I mean, Savannah State.
He went to Savannah State. He went to
go to Alabama
A&M.
Go to Alabama State. Hey, Stephen A., if you out there, if you catch a little bit of this, we want you on the show. Come talk to Fade. Fade ain't gonna like it, but come on in here. Come on here. That's two invitations. We done sent one to Stephen A. Smith, and we done sent one to James Franklin. Come on. Don't be scared. You ain't gonna miss your 49.5 million.
Ryan, stop it. They not listening to you. Man. Chill out.
All right.
Y'all telling Stephen A. where to send his money. We tripping now. And again, I'm not even a Stephen A. fan at all. No. But the man does donate to HBCUs. Now he may not donate to ours, but he do his thing. But man, that man ain't try to pull up on no Stephen A. Smith. Come on now, let's keep this professional, keep it in broadcast, get the clicks. That man ain't pull up on him, billionaire.
Keep it 100. 100.
That's the cash out for me, and I'll split it for everybody. Just send us that cash out right now, and we'll go ahead and get you. I'll split everybody.
Now,
we book it.
I give him credit for this. He big flexed on him. He flexed on him now. He told him like, "Yo, I create $1 billion businesses." That's flex. I give him a whole lot of credit for the flex, but the pull up, you ain't pull up. You can't pull up at nobody's job and they not there. Come on now, stop playing. Y'all, Fave, you work with kids. You know how that go. Don't pull up at my house and I ain't home and tell everybody you pulled up on. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
I want to see you come back. That's what I want to see. I want to see what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna lose money, and it ain't gonna be the white man. College football, we already know that. We don't care. NFL, I know Shot. We want to start with you on this one. Tua speaks. Did he just get Mike McDaniel fired? Shot.
No, he didn't get Mike McDaniel fired. Mike McDaniel got himself fired a long time ago.
Say that.
Yeah, like Tua didn't get him fired at all. Like what Tua did show y'all was that he's not made for the NFL locker room. He not built for that. You know, and he'll be able to repair. You know, throw touchdowns and people will forget. But like the Dolphins is a soft organization, and it comes from the guy at the top. The guy at the top don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to build a team, right? You look at everybody, even us on this podcast. We understand that if you're trying to build a team, you build it from the inside out, from the line. And what you had a guy in Chris Greer that messed up the draft picks, and so he was on the hot seat. And what happens when you desperate? What happens when you go to Vegas and you desperate? What happens when you do anything and you desperate? You make mistakes. And so you gamble with your future. You mortgage the future for the present. That's why you get Tyreek a big contract. That's why you go get a Mike McDaniel after you fired a Brian Flores, because Flores was the person that was standing up to you. So you know you can't deal with that. And as a result, the Dolphins is a weak, soft team that gets bullied. Yeah, they fast and they look nice, but they're not built to win no games, no consistent amount of games. They're not built like that.
They ain't as fast as they once were, but still.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good on TV. I mean, but when you start getting up against teams that's really like that, it's a different ball game. That's all. So, and the Dolphin fans, you know, let me tell you how bad this is. Let me tell you what happened to the Dolphins this Sunday. You told this chick at 18 that you like her better than the other chick, and then at 24, when y'all went to the reunion and you saw her again, she was dropped down, gorgeous and amazing, and the chick you had, you know, she on fentanyl.
She on what? She on what shot?
She on fentanyl. She out there screaming "Waka Flocka Flame" like the dude that we passed up on, Justin Herbert, made an amazing play to beat the Dolphins. Like you can't get more worse than that. You can't. Yeah, I was just screaming "Waka Flocka Flame" like. And then he get on the podium and says, nobody's coming to the meetings. What? Man, go sit down, man. Go sit down. You just told us a week ago you don't hear none of that. You go home and play with your kids regardless. I was home playing with my kids. That's why I ain't come to the meeting.
But Rachel Wright, man, that organization, that's a bad organization. And it starts at the top. And when it's at the top, what we seeing down here on this level with the quarterback and the coach, it's just an indictment to what we got with the organization.
So in the GM is black, correct?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it might be there 25.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, and the owner may make a change higher than McDaniel. Unfortunately,
Well, I think the GM Chris Greer, I think the owner, you know, and this is you know, this is nothing to repeat, but I think the owner may have been friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and I think Chris Greer got some of them photos of all of them, you know, at the house before Diddy got there. I think that's what happened.
Threw Diddy in there, man.
oh Jesus!
Yeah, I think
Finish them.
I think that's what happened between them and Caitlyn Jenner, you know, and all the Kardashians. I think all of them in cahoots. And I think this guy got the call logs and the pictures, and that's why he's not going nowhere.
Finish them.
It's ridiculous, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, wait a minute, man. We gonna skip college?
Man, there's two things I had to get to. We're jumping around. We could get back to it. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring Brian Flores back to Miami. I won't be surprised.
Brian Flores called it. He told y'all, like, yo, this is not my guy. This is not my guy. I don't have to play him. I'd rather play Fitzmagic. This kid is not my guy. He's not the answer to the test. He told him that. And Chris Greer wanted to do it again. This is the same Chris Greer that passed on Lamar. Like, just think about the players that the Miami Dolphins had in with those picks. They passed on Jonathan Taylor. They passed on Trayvon Diggs. They passed on Penei Sewell. They passed on Jamar Chase. Like this is what they did. You know, and Brian Flores said, no, this is not my guy. They passed on Justin Herbert. Like, there you go. You know, like you said, no, I want Jalen Waddle instead of Jamar Chase. Really?
Ooh, dude. that was Tua boy. That was Tua boy.
Yeah, you know, you passed on him. You passed on Penei Sewell, who's probably the best right tackle in the game right now. They passed on guys that not just good guys, they passed on impact guys. You passed on Jonathan Taylor, who's arguably the best running back over the last 4 or 5 years. Him and Saquon can battle it out. You passed on Penei Sewell, who's the best right tackle in the game. You passed on Jamar Chase, who last year had won the Triple Crown. Those are the people you passed on. Like, there you go. So if you ask me, first of all, just so y'all know, until 2025 is up or until Trump is out of office, everything that any type of thing that I'm unsure of, I'm gonna go to Jeffrey Epstein.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine.
I'm just saying. If I ain't sure, might be Jeffrey Epstein.
That's a fair point. I can see that. Let's jump back to college football real quick. This weekend's games. Out of these games, guys, between Ole Miss and Georgia, Tennessee and Alabama, that's the 7:30 game on ESPN. Washington at Michigan, Utah, BYU, and USC and Notre Dame. We'll take out USC Notre Dame because USC is not going to beat Notre Dame and Notre Dame. Out of those games, which game is more likely to be an upset, Michael?
A game you didn't say, Louisville at Miami, Friday night.
I ain't see that one on the top. My bad.
No, I didn't even know you mentioned it. I mean, I didn't even know it was down, but Miami gonna win that game, I believe, man. I just think it's a game where we automatically think Miami just gonna run through Louisville, and I think it's gonna be a better game what it is. So I think Louisville, Miami could be a potential upset. The other games, I can't necessarily call them the upset because they close. Ole Miss and Georgia, I mean, they damn near even. Alabama and Tennessee on that same page. Utah and BYU. So as far as the upset, only potential upset I can see is Louisville at Miami Friday night.
So wait a minute. So let me ask you, wait, in Louisville ranked in the top 15?
Nah, Louisville ain't ranked.
Okay.
So
Yep,
I think that could
I
be
agree
a
with you.
potential upset. Remember, and I'm only going off of what I've seen from the Hurricane when they've been highly ranked. They are the America's darling, and they start doing stuff. Prime example, badly beat Virginia Tech last year. Had to come from behind on the road last year against California, and then by the end of October, November, the wheels fell off and they lost like 2 games. So I think, and now I will say this, in my opinion, Miami's front line and their defensive line is built like a SEC offensive and defensive line. So they're gonna be in most of their games simply off of that. But with that said, Miami has showed you in the past that hey, they have some brain farts in there. They do. So I think if anybody in Louisville done showed you in the past, Louisville, I think done winning the Clemson, done beat Clemson before. Or don't won this game. So Louisville playing Miami Friday, Miami probably win, but it ain't gonna be, I think, what people think. Louisville got all the potential in the world. Brian, was it Brom? He's a coach, man, that's on the rise at Louisville. So that's the only game I could potentially see as an upset.
Could that be a name, Brian Brom? Could that be a name for the Penn State job?
Not after Friday.
Go ahead, Shot. Go ahead, get it in.
Well, I mean, it's funny he mentioned Hurricane because I think Georgia game is a potential upset game. I don't think Louisville has a chance to beat Miami. But again, now we're not playing the games. We just talking, right? I don't think they have a chance because I think Miami's also coming off a bye. They're rested. They just went on the road to play Florida State. It would be an epic collapse. So, but I think Georgia losing to Alabama and Alabama showing some kink in the armor against Florida State, even though that's a different team right now. And I think Lane Kiffin, you know, and his mindset and the team takes on the personality of the coach. I think they're gonna go in there with all the confidence in the world to beat Georgia. Now that don't mean they will, but I think if there's a time where I think that they have a chance, I think it's now. You know, because that's Ole Miss, right? Lane Kiffin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Georgia really needs this game, because they don't want to be on the outside of the SEC. But Lane Kiffin is not afraid of nobody, and so I would be careful with that game.
Ole Miss showed me last week. Now, Ole Miss barely beat Washington State at home last week. Won 24-21. I don't know what was up with that game or whatever, but I don't know if they was overlooking Washington State for Georgia. But that game shouldn't have been that close.
It's college football. Every week is its own story.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the last topic. I know we jumped around everybody, but we'll be all right. It's one of the best subjects, best topics Mike's created. This one's bought. Actually, if you notice on the screen, we have graphics now for our sponsors. This is True and False, brought to you by Dax Wave and Groom. If you want waves like Michael Atwater 30 years later with the ball head, get Dax Wave and Groom. True and False. I'm gonna give you a provocative topic. You tell me if it's true or false, and we go start with my bottom right, which start Michael to go at the shot, then Ryan. Tampa Bay will make the NFC Championship game. True or false?
Ooh. Damn, Faye. I'm gonna say false. I think when it's all said and done, the Lions could be there, and I think the Eagles gonna get their stuff together. I think the Eagles, Lions, and Packers are the best teams in the NFC. So I say false.
Okay. Shot.
False. They can't stop anybody. Baker looks real good. It's gonna be cold in December. But they gotta start stopping people before I even think about them getting to the NFC Championship game.
Right.
I'm gonna say false as well, due to the fact that I think they just had a major injury on the defensive side. I think White went out. I'm not sure how long he's gonna be out, but he's one of their key linebackers that's been there forever and loves it there. So I'll say false. They gonna lose. They
think Ryan froze up on us. Yeah, he froze up on us. We're gonna move on to Indianapolis.
Can you hear me, Faye? I say false. I say false.
Yeah, we caught you. Then you froze up on it when you give me your response. You said 2 injuries with White going out.
Right.
Just don't trust that defense right now. In Indianapolis will make the championship game. Michael,
Man, did I really put the question down?
you did.
I say false. I think the glass slipper for Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor and company they're gonna turn back into the ugly stepsisters, whatever that was on Cinderella. They're gonna turn it back to.
They're gonna turn into a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, turn back to a pumpkin.
So pumpkin mode. All right, shot.
I would say false only because that's just tough for me to say for anybody. But they are built like a team that can go to the AFC Championship game. They got one of the best O-lines in the game. They got one of the best running backs in the game. They got a quarterback that done settled down. Two real nice complementary wide receivers. A big time tight end from State Penn. And a defense that's great. Like they got the ingredients. So now it's just a matter of saying, I'm not sure because of history. But if you look at it the way they're currently constructed, yeah, they got a good shot.
Right.
I'm gonna say false as well. For what shots? I mean, it's a long NFL season. We in week 6 or 7. They got a long way to go. So, and there are better teams that are preparing for them. So I'm gonna say false as well.
Baltimore will make the playoff this year. Ryan.
I'm gonna say true. If they get their stuff together, according to
Brian,
what
they
I've
1-5
seen, is
now.
that right after the okay, so Lamar gets back and they go on a run similar to what Pittsburgh went on the last 2 years, and they just get in there. Yeah, I see it.
Shot.
False.
I'm going
They
false too.
1-5. Like
1-5 is too big of a hole to get out of.
and they wasn't dominant before Lamar got hurt. So
It is, but it ain't though.
yeah.
Yeah, it
No, I'm
is,
not
but
talking
it
about
ain't.
the
But I
hole.
believe that shot of adrenaline.
I'm not talking about the hole. It's not like
I
they
think
went
that shot of adrenaline. Go shot.
No, I'm saying it's not like they went 1-0 and they looked dominant and then Lamar got hurt and they've lost all the games because Lamar hurt. And then when he gets back, you expect them to be dominant again. They were 1-3 before Lamar got hurt. So I don't see Lamar coming back and they reeling off 9 in a row. Nah. False, no playoffs.
Yeah, since 1963, only 4 teams have made the playoffs after going 1-5. And all those 4 teams are within the last 12 years. Philadelphia will get their act together and make it to the NFC Championship game. Michael.
I say true. I think there's too much talent on that team. Now, Saquon Barkley ain't being used correctly this year. He hadn't had a game. I saw a stat today. He hadn't had a game over 100-yard rushing this year. So I don't know what their identity or what they're doing offensively in Philly this year, but I think they'll get it together. They're still definitely the best team in that division, and when it all said and done, like I said, they still want to top 2 or 3 teams in the NFC.
All right, shot.
I want to say false. Like I think they got a lot of in-house stuff going on. You know, these guys don't won a Super Bowl, and now it's about my individual stats. You know, normally, you know, I'm gonna put that aside for the sake of a championship. Now we got the championship, and I just don't think they got the people in the locker room or the play caller that knows how to evenly distribute that ball. AJ Brown wants the ball, and the more games if you can't get this man 8-9 targets, then you don't need to be. And then I can't say you don't need to be the coach because you're Super Bowl champions. And then Saquon needs the ball, and then Devontae Smith needs the ball. Like it's just not being managed the right way. You know, like I've never seen a Super Bowl team gets criticized like Jalen Hurts get criticized by his own teammates so bad. You know, and shout out to Cam Newton because he's not a top 10 quarterback. He's not. He's a top.
Do they have a new OC or DC or something? Or new
Yeah.
OC?
New OC.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not working. Like you got to figure out to get AJ Brown 10 targets and make sure Saquon gets his carries. That's crazy.
Since week 2, AJ Brown's averaged 8.7 targets a game. But go ahead.
And that's only because one of them games he was up to like 12, 13, which he showed out on.
He only got to 10, and everything else been 8 and 9.
My fault. 10 targets. Okay, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
He's getting the targets. He's getting targets.
He's being overthrown, and he's telling y'all. What you say? Well, then they just showed the play. They lost when he ran the route, and Jalen Hurts didn't even see him. Then another time he overthrew him. Like, yo, that man, AJ Brown ain't with that.
Now when he overthrew him, AJ cut off the route. AJ cut off dropped out on the route and then went back. Then he saw the ball coming. Then he went after it on that deep pass on that seam. But yeah, he's had 45 targets in 6 games. That comes out to an average of 7.4 for the whole season. If you take out the first week, 44 divided by 5, that's 8 targets a game. He's averaged since the week 2.
Why are we taking out the first though?
Because he only had 1 target. I'm just saying, if you take out the first game, we only had 1 target. But every other game, he has averaged 8 targets a game.
So Ryan, just give me a second, Ryan. Just let me say this.
I'll say false as well. I agree. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. How do you start the season with your number one wide receiver with one target? You're already saying this is gonna be a bad season for me. I worked all summer, all spring, or whatever he supposedly did to go out here and you give me one target? Man, y'all crazy.
No, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing.
No, when I say y'all crazy, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying like that. Like whoever drew up this offensive game plan, y'all crazy.
Yeah, Kevin Patillo. That's the if anybody want to make some complaints about the Philadelphia offense, Kevin Patillo is the offensive coordinator. Somebody who's never called plays in his life.
It shows.
And it shows. And if Nick see, let's put it in perspective too. Before we get to, because I know this last true or false might take up the rest of the next 20 minutes, but we got Squilla in the deal. When Sirianni's coordinators left, Steichen and Gannon took head coaching jobs. Sirianni hired Brian Johnson and was it the guy that's at Ohio State now, defensive coordinator. He used to be the Lions coach. Mike, help me out. Matt Patricia. They were pure garbage. So they fired both those coordinators. The next year, Howie Roseman hired the coordinators for him. He hired Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. They won a championship. They just lost Kellen Moore to the Saints, and they got Patillo. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has had 4 offensive coordinators in the last 5 years. But at the same time, it's the same offense. Am I about right on that shot? It's about pretty much the same offense, right?
Yeah.
So why in the world we're not targeting AJ Brown 12 times a game? Or is that the play call? It could be both now. I don't doubt that Jalen Hurts just flat out missing throws, not reading. But at the same time, you need to the way you line up AJ, you need to move him around. You need to stop having him on the edge, put him in the slot zone, line him up on the same side of the field with Devontae, put some pressure on that defense, putting them both on the same side, put Jahan Dotson at the bottom. And we let AJ run some quick slant, let him run a slant, let him do some 7 routes, a couple of drags come across the middle. Because if you saw DK Metcalf, I think this past week, he was in the slot, caught a slant, went 80 yards. That right, Ryan? Your bad weekend?
Sure did.
Looks like it.
Because he's because him and AJ the same side pretty much, right? And he line Metcalf up in different formations.
AJ a little bit taller, I think.
A little bit taller, but still, they're still both powerful, strong receivers where you can move around. But anyway, we all agree.
But I mean the thing, and let me go and get mine in. It's false. Like Shot said, the main thing to me is that there is a lot of inconsistency and a lot of unknown with that offense because of what has happened to turnover on the coordinator spot. I don't see it. They ain't the same team from last year. They are not.
The defense is not the same either because they took a lot of hits from free agency on the defense and lost some of the interior line too. That's why Saquon's not having a good year. Some of the interior line took free agency money. You can't blame them. And they've been hurt also. The replacements have been hurt on the interior. That's where Saquon's did his damage last year between the tackle and the tackle and guard. That's what's been injured, those guards. But hopefully they'll be better. But hey, that's rich folk problem. Last one. This is gonna cause a chuckle. True or false? Shadur Sanders will start a game this year. Ryan.
I'm gonna say false as long as since they don't make. Since Flacco off and there, I don't see it. I really don't. I really think that Shador may see his at the end of the year, if anything. But I agree. I think they're gonna let Dylan Gabriel grow up for the rest of the year.
Mike, we're gonna let Shaw have the last word on it. We'll go ahead.
Man,
Mike.
they better let Shador Sanders start. They 1-5. They playing in the shit bowl on Sunday against Miami. Man, Shedeur Sanders December. If they keep if they 1-13 by the time they get to December, they if they know what's good for that organization, they better let Shedeur Sanders start.
I'm shot that word.
Absolutely. I mean,
He's a number 2 guy now, ain't he, Shot?
yeah, he's number 2. I think the public will. I think you have to let him start at some point, but you know, it's just crazy because everybody's talking like Dylan Gabriel didn't play bad. Like, he only threw 4-5 yards over air, this and this and this and that. Okay, what did he throw any picks? I think did he throw 1 pick or no picks?
No picks.
He threw no picks, right? So what are you taking him out for? Like, there are so many bad things going on in Cleveland. Like, at the end of the day, like, why is everybody screaming about this 5th round pick? Dylan Gabriel did not play bad. Now I'm curious to see, what happens, but I think, he's a rookie, so he's gonna mess up enough over enough time where you're gonna have to give Shedeur a look. You're gonna have to. I mean, the fact that you got 2 rookie quarterbacks on 1 and 2 on the depth chart tells you all you need to know about that team and that organization. But we also know that this was a clear 2 different approaches from the top. The GM and the coach, they don't rock with each other. That is evident. That is evident. So until you fire that coach, he may not get on the field because I don't rock with him. I didn't want him. You got him anyway, but it's my job to play who I want to play. And until you fire me, he will not play.
And he didn't want Deshaun Watson. He had to adjust his offense. He had to adjust his offense on last year to Deshaun to put some shotgun in and some RPO type looks. He didn't draft Baker. He inherited quarterbacks, but at the same time, he has won Coach of the Year twice. So that is something to stand on right there. But
I think he wanted Dylan Gabriel, and then the GM took Shedeur. And so I think what we're witnessing is the Young and the Restless, like fitting name, the Young and the Restless. I think that's what we're looking at.
The Abbotts and the Newmans.
Yep.
Yeah, Cleveland has 2 first-round picks next year. So do the Cowboys, and the Cowboys might need to use them on defense. Maybe draft somebody like Michael Parsons next year. Okay. We have a square in the DSF from Mike, who is on fall break this week. We want to thank you all for watching. We're gonna see y'all next week.
Later, fellas. Be good.
Be